What's up guys, it's Cheyenne and I am bringing you a brand new bow build video in my brand new little bow shop that I built in the house. Obviously it's not completely done yet, I still have plenty to do, but I need to get this thing built. I have a shoot in less than 30 days, my first ASA shoot, and clearly I have not even shot this bow with a sight or anything yet, so we need to get it built. I'm also going to shoot it next weekend at another shoot, so I can practice a little bit with it. So we're gonna get this thing all set up and hopefully make it out to the range, get some shots through it. I'm really excited. This is the Bowtech Reckoning 36 Gen 2. They were kind enough to send me this bow to try out. They're very confident that I'm gonna like this better than my TRX, which honestly, yeah, she's sad on the wall over here, and I'm actually gonna be gutting this bow and using a lot of the parts that I have on it right now on this guy. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I have shot it without a sight a little bit. You guys saw my video on that and I do like it. I think it fits me a little bit better than the TRX. It's lighter, which for me is fantastic. So we're gonna gut the TRX, throw that stuff on here, take it outside and see if I really like it. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so I threw it in the vise. This is the Easy Green vise from Last Chance. I also have the Easy Press over here that we'll be using a little bit. I did get overexcited and I already set my draw weight length and I already put it in time because I'm not changing the strings on this bow. So unfortunately you don't get to see me mess around with the draw board too much today, but later on when I change the strings on my image, you can watch me with that. So we're just going to get the rest thrown on first, get that tied on, and then I'm probably going to go ahead and throw my peep in, throw my sight on that I'm going to take off of the TRX, and then we'll just make sure everything is centered, my center shot is good, and we'll go from there. Alright, so this is going to have to mount a little further off the riser than what I would normally do, just because that's just the way it is with this bow. But that's okay. Someone's calling me. Who could it be? Oh, hi, buddy. Oh my god, everyone is trying to get hold of me at the same time right now. My watch is going nuts. I'm gonna tighten that little set screw down before I tighten this all the way. Who's calling me? Oh, DoorDash, I forgot I got a sub. Oops. Maybe my sub's here. Approaching with your sub. Leave it on the door. I don't got time for that right now. Okay, set screw. It's pretty tiny. Let's see if this will work. Oh, not that tiny. And you just want to lightly hand tighten with this. This is not something where we're going to refit into the riser. Alright, and then once that is hand tight, then I can hand tighten this one. Very good. Yeah. Cool beans. I'm short, so sometimes I have to tippy-toe it to look at my center. That is not center at all. Okay. I'm going to throw this on there. Just have... It's so beautiful. Oh my god. Sub break. Oh. No sub for you. Nope. Sit right there. I need to be right here. Can you move over? Excuse me. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. So, yeah, she's gonna come left. Okie smoky. I don't have a way to paper tune, so I'm gonna just eyeball it the best that I can. We'll go from there. Ooh. Micro adjust. Okay, Hamsky. I can appreciate that. There's a reason that I tend to go for a Hamsky over anything else. Usually I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try a different rest, and then I end up picking up one of my Hamskys pretty close. Good thing it's micro adjust. That should be easy. That's nice. I got too excited. Yeah. Pretty freaking close. She's also gonna have to come on up. Let me guess, is this more micro adjust? Killing it. That's so convenient. Oh my god. There's some things I install at the shop that I'm like, have to tinker with for so long because it just wants to move drastically one direction or the other. Or some of them just have screw holes and you have no other choices, so that's the worst. I'm gonna go to the right. There we go. Okay, cool beans. That should be pretty close there. I might bring it up. Maybe not. Ear break. I just think it's funny. Alright, we gotta put this down here somewhere. I'm gonna go. Probably right there. Good. This is fun on the ground. Probably should have made this taller. And then we tighten it from out here. Let me get this little ringy thing off though. Struggle with this. Alright. That's pretty nice. Okay, so I'm going to want the knot like right there. Sorry, I'm like all in your way. That's pretty. Wow, this thing is easy. That's so easy. Cool. So I do have to cut and burn that, so I'm going to loosen this back up. Pull this through. Get some skizzers. Oh, I don't have a lighter. I gotta go get a lighter. That's dummy. It's like the most important thing in a bow shop. Okay, BRB. Kapow. I do not like setting the string on fire. I see a lot of people that like roast that thing and let it burn down, and I'm like, oh, I don't know about all that. I try not to set it on fire if I can avoid it. Alright, so that goes down like that. Make sure that's all the way down, which it is. Now I gotta bring my little ring back up and secure that. Oh. We're still good. Oh no! There we go. This little ring is just going to help keep it snug, so we don't get any play. Nice. Cool beans. And then usually with the extra down here, I actually don't like to cut it. I throw my equipment around on all my bows back and forth quite a bit, so like you could see over on my Epsilon that I have on the TRX, I just tied off the extra string. So I still have all of this, where if I want to put this on a different bow and maybe it's longer axle to axle, or maybe it's just going to be built a little different, Matthews are kind of top heavy, then I still have extra. Also, if I break this in the field or anything like that, just trying to save yourself a little bit of something just in case is nice. So I'm just going to kind of wrap this. Again, this is just personally what I do for my own peace of mind. This does not mean that you have to do the same thing. If you like to cut and burn yours, cut and burn it, whatever. That does not matter to me. Everybody, even in just the shop I work in, has their own way of doing things, and it doesn't mean that one way is totally right and one way is totally wrong. It's just we all like to do things our own way. So if you see someone doing something different than you, don't worry about it. Unless it's like dry firing a bow, then say something. Other than that, mind your business. Alright, so here's that. Is it not okay for me to have a beer in my video? Okay. I need to rob this sight off of this bow. I don't know if I'm going to run the scope that I have on here though. I might run the CBE scope, I don't know yet. Don't know yet, but I'm just gonna rob this off here. Can you guys look out? Hmm? Are you helping? Are you helping, or are you looking for pieces of myself? Yep. How different the speeds in these bows are. Now that I think about it, I tried to use our chrono at the shop, but that thing is so busted. Like, it just never gives.
You guys gotta get a new chrono.
I know. But they break so easy. Excuse me, boys. They break so easily, it's like, we've gone through like 4 in the last year or something crazy like that, and it's like not really worth it at that point, you know, to keep getting more. So it's like, whatever, we'll just make it work. Yes. But anyway, the reading that I did get said that the TRX was shooting like, I want to say it was like 15 feet per second faster than this bow. At about the same draw weight. But to be fair, I did have a whisker biscuit on this bow and I had a epsilon drop away rest on the TRX, so I don't know how much of a difference that's gonna make, but I'm thinking maybe a little bit. So that whisker biscuit is pretty rough. Oh man. Okey-dokey. I am gonna run this like out here. Yep, and I mean I just leveled this sight on my other bow, so it shouldn't be too shabby. That's good. Oh my god, it's not terrible. Excuse me, Hudson. I do feel like my scope is rotated. I can just tell if I iron it. That's been bothering me. I've looked at so many sites at this point that you just kind of notice when things don't look right. Excuse me. Check it from over here. Oh, it's way better. Okay. Make sure that is snug. Alrighty. Second looks pretty good. And the only reason I have so much faith in myself is because I literally just leveled that whole thing. Sights on there, rest is on there. I need to throw a peep in, put my back bar mount on, my front disconnect, which I can just rob off of this. Jesus. We're just gonna snag this. I feel so bad for my TRX. This is my baby and I'm just tearing it apart right now. Figured that would probably be better. Okey-doke. Yeah. A little bit of play in here. Nothing crazy. There we go. this whack thing out. If it wants to come out, that'd be cool. It's so frayed, oh my god. Get. Alright, I'm just gonna stick that in there so we have a mark or a peep. And I don't know my peep height yet, so I'm just gonna throw it in and then I'll adjust it in a minute. Alrighty, so we have, actually, you know what, before I put this in, I'm gonna put my aperture in. I don't have a lens in here. I don't use, or a clarifier in here, so I don't use a lens. Just get that in. So I'm just putting my aperture in really light. I'm not cranking on it. Not sure which way it's going to spin on me. So I want it to sit like that, but when I take it out of the press, there's a good chance it's going to spin, so. I don't know if that's where I need my peep, so we're just guessing right now. So I'm going to pull this off, I'll throw a D-loop on it, because I completely forgot about that. When you're taking a bow out of a press, make sure you're holding pressure on the string so it doesn't fall off. Alright. So back over here, I'm going to D-loop on it, and she did turn on me. I know my peep's not going to be that high. No, we're going to leave it right there for now. If I have to flip it, I have to flip it. It's fine. I feel like my launcher gun is low. With that. Okay. Alright. I'm getting D-loop material. That's what I'm doing over here. Snippy snip. Make a cute little mushroom guy. Oh, that song's stuck in my head.
What song?
Fire. What? I'm gonna. Wait, that's not what it's called. Die Rocking. Whiskey Myers.
Oh.
It's stuck in my head.
It's a good jam.
It's a good jam. Alright. I'm gonna snug this little guy. Just make sure that did not move. Trucker. God, it's stuck in my head so bad. Nuts. Coolio. I'm just gonna leave that on there. I'm gonna do a bottom knot tie. I like to, what I did with them, wax this, because otherwise it is a frigging nightmare to try to keep it knotting, so we're just going to do a little bit of that. What is this scent? Apple? These are scented waxes, but they smell like nature. Deer smear. This one's apple. Arctic apple. So, I have about 1 million tubes of these bad boys.
1 million? one less now, so.
Alright, do a little knot tie on this thing. Oh. Scissors. That's stuck in my head so bad. Push it together. Gotta make sure this is tight. And I try to get them to like touch so that when I burn them, it fuses like into one end instead of burning it into two separate pieces like a come undone. Very careful not to touch anything we don't want to touch. There's that. We can finish this dude. Don't want this too long. We're gonna make another little mushroom guy. And carefully burn that down as well. Again, I don't like setting this stuff on fire. I don't just scorch it and then let it burn down. I'm very, very careful. And we can take this guy off. And these things are really annoying, in my opinion. They're not my favorite. But I don't have the other Easton ones that I really like because they were sold out. Kind of get it snug a little bit first, and I like to use these. It's usually where I get all the stuff. Alright. We're going to make sure that is really snug. Boom, you have a D-loop. Probably the easiest thing to learn on a bow, honestly. I don't know why when I first learned how to work on bows, I was like scared to learn how to do a D-loop. But I was not scared of the press. I don't know either. Don't ask. Okay, I have to see if this peep is in the right spot, so. I could have done this the first time if I was thinking.
I was gonna suggest that.
For you?
What's it at?
It's just gonna have rotation. Just kind of a pain in the butt. Because it needs to be like right there. Of course. Yeah. Which means I'm gonna check it, make sure it needs to go right there, but that means I'm gonna have to use the string. Alright. Let's try this again. that? I was like, what the heck? Once again, I'm going to aim at the wall so I don't shoot anything. It's going to be sideways on me, so that's fantastic. That's going to be right about perfect. There's no stopping there. It's going to be like right there. So, we're going to take the main string off and add or take away, we'll see, to even that peep out. And I have already like stretched these strings out pretty good. I had them on the drawboard for a little while, I've shot it quite a bit. So, shouldn't rotate on me too bad. This we do need some serious slack. Alright. I always tend to go off the bottom. You guys do get to see me use the press today. How exciting. So we're going to have to go. Don't like untwisting. We're going to go one. We bring this around, go back through our cables. There's no point trying to keep it on the track while you hook it around here, so it's easier to just do that and then roll it back on. All the way around, snug it. And then you want to make sure it's seated. Make sure our cables over here and everything are still seated. And that is why you hold the strings. That's going to pull everything tight so that when you do let it off, probably gonna have to go more. No, I just gotta move my D-loop. Oh, which sucks when you first put a D-loop on. I make them really snug. You have to like break it if it's. Oh. I'll try it out. Great height, it's just twisted still. But it's either going to be twisted that way or twisted the other way, I guess. There's no in between. So, that sucks. Yeah, if I bring it back the other way, it's just going to be the same problem. Great. Sometimes you just cannot get a peep to sit right. I've seen it a few times now, and you try to go back and forth, and nothing you do is gonna make it sit perfect. So some people just use the D-loop, which I don't love. No, that's actually pretty good. Alright, she's good right there. I'm gonna tie it in, and I can use top and bottom serving to bring it around a little bit. So we'll try that. Not a lot, but a little bit, so maybe it'll help. Should I use hot pink? Serve it with hot pink. Or black. Like classic black.
Classic hot pink.
Classic hot pink.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure this is really snug up here. Surface map. So hot pink or black?
Hot pink.
Hot pink would be kind of fun. I don't know. We'll do hot pink. Live a little. And I'm gonna need a loop through. Hot pink it is. I think it'll be kind of fun. Hudson, come here, buddy. Hudson. Oh, why am I dropping everything? My God. This is me at the shop too, so I can't pretend like it's not. I'm always dropping everything. Alright, same thing. I like to use a little wax. Hey, buddy. What?
See, it's dinner time.
Oh. A wild mascot. Hi, bud. Oh, see, I'm tired. I just woke up from nappies. That song stuck in my head so bad. Driving me bananas. So I'm not tired. This way, because it's rotating the other way on us. That freaking drawboard's gonna annoy the shit out of me.
Just unwind it a little bit.
Bud? Can I help you with something? And this is gonna rotate on you. It's a pain in the butt, but you kind of just deal with it. And then I just rotate it back to snug it. So I do that.
Nothing.
Oh. There's something else with that. Oh my God. Okay, tying it this way, which means I need to pull it back this way. This is a fun little trick. My camera had a little oopsie, but I pulled my string through, and now I'm just going to cut and burn these bad boys. I like them to be right next to each other so they burn together. It's just staring at me right now. Alright, there's that part. Yeah, my D-loop I definitely haven't like turn it all. like to tighten them too much. Alright. There's that, and then I'm going to top and bottom. I keep taking all my scissors away from me. That was a pretty short one. Oh well. And my loopy is, I might use that as my loopy. Alright. This is when I do a little loopy loop. Stick it under right there. So I face my loop like that so I can put it through and pull it back and join the little ends together. But this is a good way if you tie it tight enough to help with like paper rotation, just a little bit. Just kind of do it even with the other side. Alright. So instead of like cutting and burning it right here and having two ends that you cut and burn, stick it through this little loop. Okay. Apparently that was blurry. He's doing his best to be cameraman right now. But anyway, you pull the little loopy through and it brings your two ends together. So now I can cut and burn these together and it'll join as one continuous loop instead of having two pieces that could pull apart and your serving could come apart. So we're going to do a little snip. I like to snip pretty close. I don't like too much extra because then it creates a giant bubble, which is not very appealing to me. So I kind of stick them together so they'll burn down as one end. And boink. There we go. And now they are melted together as one continuous loop. So I'm going to do the same thing on the top side. So now we're going to come up here, do the same thing, kind of pull it up until it's snug in there. Alright, so with the little loopy guy, like I said, you go through your loop, keep tension on it, so it's nice and tight still, and then this is the end of my loop. I kind of pull it down until it's right before, so I pull it kind of tight, and then boom! Right through it goes. And now you have your continuous little loop again, and this one I'm going to smudge that, and then I'm going to cut this one even closer. I don't like when there's a big bubble of end. Yeah, that's better. Make sure they're kind of together. Voila! She is tied. Peep is tied in. It still has a little bit of rotation, but I'm gonna shoot with it like this for a little bit and just see if it comes around at all. Sometimes you put 20 shots or so in it after messing with the main string, and it will come around. It's just sitting like this right now. So I'm gonna do that before I go try and mess with the string again. Other than that, my front stabilizer mount is on, my sight is on and leveled, my rest is on, and my center shot looks good. D-loop is done, my weight, draw length, I already put it in time. All of that stuff is done. All of that stuff is done, so now all that there is left to do is to go sight this in. I do need to paper tune it, but I don't have a paper tuning set up here yet, so I need to make one. So I'll probably paper tune it at the shop. Other than that, sight it in and go and see what happens at this point. I have ASA June 1st in London, Kentucky. I have one shoot before then that I'm going to practice at. So I will probably be just bringing the Reckoning. I might bring one of my Matthews as a backup just in case something happens with this bow. You never freaking know. It would be my luck that I break something, and I mean, I do have people out there that can help, but you just never know. So for peace of mind, a Matthews will be tagging along with me, but this is going to be my main shooter. So I'll get it sighted in. You guys will see plenty of videos of me doing that. I'm going to make sure I shoot it out pretty good distance. I like practicing a little bit further out because then when I shoot closer, it isn't as intimidating in a way. So I'll put some videos out of that. But pretty much all in all, she's ready to go. We got thunderstorms rolling in, so I can't go out and sight it in right now, but I think in a couple days I'll do that. All right, bye-bye.